Hello friends, we'll be working on an index card today for this inspiration. I had this video done before, but I realized I lost a lot of videos and I don't recall which ones I've lost when my computer went down, and so I have to redo it. But this is pretty much what we're going to try to redo today in this video using stencils and things like this, punchinella and that kind of thing, so stenciling. In this index card, iCAD, whatever you do with your index cards, if you do them weekly, bi-weekly, excuse me. But, so using stencils, we're going to kind of do this piece, and I hope you guys have fun with that. And so I start with cleanup of, I'm going to move this one out of the way, of an index card. And I'm just going to go with color with it. So I have my homemade colors. Let's see, I've been using them like crazy here. I didn't even check before I started, which was really smart. So I'm just going to throw down my, let's see if I grab a piece of paper. Just piece of paper for today, just because I don't want to keep cleaning up. I got lots of things to do for you guys today to catch up on the videos I didn't realize I lost. So I'm going in with some color. I might even just use a stencil. Now these are the colors I made with my Wilton's die. So just to let you know. And I can have some cards probably ready here would be a good idea for me. So I'm just going to pick up what color I have left on that stencil as well. And I think I'm pretty much done with color with this one too now, because I already had some color on it. And just kind of gets another card going for me. So it is a little bit on the dark side, but that's what we want. A little bit color. And it's even got some sheen in there from other things that I've used in there, so that's pretty cool. I added some texture, visual texture, well, texture with some stenciling. So if you can see the kind of fishtail, is that what it's called? Anyway, I don't know, scale type of thing. I did that with some, basically like rub and buff, but it's like the mix. It's the metallic luster. So it's the same thing as kind of like the rub and buff. So I'm going to do that. And you can even see where the gold was on there. Obviously, I didn't clean that up. So I'm just going to kind of try to keep on the bottom edges of my scales and just kind of the hardest part is actually holding a smaller piece of project on so you can work. I just like the way it looks, and it gives it some texture, and I like the little ridges on there. And it's a great idea to kind of get the technique down for something like a canvas, and that's what these index cards are really for, just something that, you know, kind of get a technique down or something. That one's done. Now, isn't that nice? Thick texture. We're going to dry this up and then work on my next step is the stenciling. Found the correct stencil strike pose from Andy Skinner. Oops, oh no. So this is the one I used before. Anyway, so we're just gonna now I'm using my archival ink, and I'm just gonna go over it with my makeup brush. And I'm going to, maybe I should do a couple of different looks. Just to be different. So I'm going to do 2 different ones. So I'm going to push down quite a bit just to get a nice stamped image. I actually believe I went over it with some paint or colored image. And then that's what we got right there. Again with some black paint because I recall now, let's see, it was a while that I did the video because I wanted the darkness of it that I did do black acrylic paint. So that was like a while, right? Because I had all these videos going and I wanted to have all my index cards videos ready, and then my computer decided to go on the fridge. So I thought I had uploaded it, but either it got deleted somehow or misplaced. So here is how it looks. See, that's much more, sticks out much more. It's much more striking than the other one, the stamped image. Now I'm just going to dry that up and then I'm going to show you. So basically what I did with this one was just these ones, stamped it out, and then I did with my painters is just kind of go in with the white to make the face, and then I have the mixed media in the background, and that's basically what I'm going to do with this. So I just kind of went around, and you don't have to put a lot of detail, it's just the whitening of it, and just slowly build it up. Don't go too crazy fast, just in case you didn't, like, you know, just go piece by piece, because you don't have to necessarily have the whole face. Just do, you know, the nose or whatever, right? So just kind of build it up to what you want. And the nice thing about the painters too is that you can just kind of rub it in and get the look that you want. And you can do like the cheekbones. It's just so nice. And then you just leave a little space between some areas, like in here and the nose and that. If you can see around this nose, I left a little bit, you know, just to show a little bit of an indication of where things begin and stop for the face. And just work in smaller pieces at a time and just build it up. Instead of just, like, you know, jumping in and making a whole white space around, kind of build it up a bit from that. Going down, and yeah, just play with it like that. And it's kind of really cool to make a realistic face coming out, like more of a face standing out. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, my brain's not working on that right now. But anyways, like that. It's just coming out slowly. And you can use your stencils to do that. So now your stencil kind of gave you a cool face coming out of a really neat background. So just keep working on it. I did the eyes as well. And I just left them very bright. Just to give it that pop. You can even give them a little bit more white in the lips area if there is that. And then if you want something a little bit more strong, you just let it get whiter here. And here's the cheek area, which is lighter, so you kind of just play with it. And that's about it for forming this really cool look technique. And just go in darker when you're ready for that. It's kind of cool. So I hope you guys like this little index card. I thought it was really cool. So if you have faces, you could do it different faces as well. I did it with this one. I could have done it with this one if it was a bigger piece, like a bigger card, or I could have went sideways. But it's kind of cool to do that and have your dark eyes, lips, you know, what you stencil with, and then you build up your features with colors in the background, like painters, or, you know, you can use acrylic paint as well. So I hope you guys give it a try, and yeah. And if you don't have the stencils, you probably could even make your own stencils too. Just put, have a magazine, and you could just put a piece of glass over the magazine, or, you know, cut it out with an X-Acto knife, or you could put a magazine in the background and burn your own stencil with the wood burner. Like they have stencil makers, like what I used, a wood burner from Walmart. That's what I picked up to do that. I have an older video on making stencils. So anyways, that's about that. So that's how that's come out. Now I'm going to grab another stencil, just work on the rest and build up from there. So that's basically that technique that I'm using, and it's pretty much all stencils, clean up and all stencils, and then yeah, you get pretty good. If you use your stencils in a unique way and you just build up, you're gonna have lots of fun with them. So I'm just gonna throw down this word hope. I'm gonna use this ink again, just because I want to make sure I leave her more dramatic, and I can always change it after. So I'm just gonna put down the word hope. And I always seem to put my stuff right across me. It just, because I think it's because I got the other side full, or I don't know, it's really weird. It's weird how I work, weird. So I'm going to do that again because it's not very dark. I really didn't get into the small pieces. This is a very small stencil too, small stenciling letters, so gotta work a little bit more with it to get more used to it. There we go. So I like that. Probably going to go in one more time just to get the E a little better. Then, you know, you just play with it till you're really happy. There we go. So then she is more like, she's more out, so I like that. Could throw in a few stars just because I can. But play with these, and it's going to be so fun. You can get these stencils at Deco Arts. And this one's also a Deco Arts stencil as well. This one is the Personally Yours Urban Ink stencils from Deco Art. So, and then I suppose, what am I grabbing here? I suppose the one I grabbed was Beliefs. So there's 2 stencils in a pack. So I'm really pushing down on that. Just trying to get it in there, kind of smooching like that. Smooching it. There we go. And I always love to use like my different circle ones here, but I think I'm going to use my Punchinella. If I didn't bury it, I buried it. Always love to use my punchinella. Can even go over the face a bit. So that is that, and I'm just going to go around the edges, and then it'll be done, I think. You know, just kind of go fluffing around the edges here. So that's my face, and you kind of make the face kind of come out using the white. I don't know what I'm calling that. You guys will have to come up with a word for that one. But there you go. I think it's pretty cool. You can do different techniques and different colors, not just white to pull it out. You could try it anyways. And it's really cool with the background, so I think it works. Well, she kind of looks alien. But anyways, it kind of gives you an idea of how to do it and to play with it. So I hope you guys enjoy this little one video. Don't forget to craft like a duck, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.